Hey guys, what's up? This is White Boy for the win, and welcome back to Why Mega Evolve. Now, earlier this week we talked about Mega Staraptor, and today we're going to be talking about Mega Lickilicky. But before we get started, let me just give you guys a brief explanation what this series is about. Now, every week we'll be picking two Pokemon that either need a Mega Evolution, deserve a Mega Evolution, or I want a Mega Evolution for. Now, this is based off my opinion alone, and no one else's. Now, if you guys do not like my opinion, then please post your opinions in the comment section down below about what would you keep, what would you change, and etc. And at the end of the video, I will be telling you guys which Pokemon we're going to be talking about the following day. So with that said, here is Mega Lickilicky. Now, Lickitung was one of the Pokemon that actually had another evolution in 4th gen, which was Lickilicky. Now, it actually was needed for Lickitung to have an evolution of some sort, and now that Mega Evolutions are now a thing, I think that Lickilicky is a deserving Pokemon to have a Mega Evolution. Now, honestly, if it was my choice, I would think that Lickilicky should have probably either another evolution and then a Mega Evolution, or that Lickitung needs a baby evolution and then Lickitung and then Lickilicky, but that's just me. But nonetheless, like I was saying, now that 6th gen Mega Evolution is now a thing, I think that Lickilicky is a deserving Pokemon to have a Mega Evolution, considering that its stats aren't all that great, I would say. I mean, the only thing going for it is that it has high HP, and you can pretty much set up with this thing with using like own tempo, I believe this thing gets, and just have like Safeguard, use Swagger, gain +2 attack, and pretty much just sweep from there. So that's what pretty much a lot of people like to use on Lickilicky. But like I said, now that Mega Evolutions are now a thing, I would just love to see this thing just become more powerful in battle, make this thing more, I wouldn't say more likable, but more seeing this thing a lot more than it would have if you're just using it as a non-Mega. So as you can tell from what I've done to its stats, I did increase everything but its speed. Now, the reason why I didn't increase its speed pretty much was just that I didn't want to make Lickilicky fast. It's pretty much a Pokemon that is a bulky Pokemon and also an offensive Pokemon. It can take hits, so it's not that it needs speed like points as well. So I just left it alone at base 50. It's no point in decreasing and increasing some other stats, so at base 50 I think it's pretty good. Now for its physical attack, I increased it from base 85 to base 110. Now I've said this in pretty much a lot of my normal Pokemon that I do for like a Mega Evolution video, that when it comes to like normal Pokemon, they get access to a lot of variety of like different moves like Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Water Pulse, and it's just so many more like other variety of move typings or typing moves that it can learn. And so when it comes to like Lickilicky does get access to like Gyro Ball, Power Whip, which a lot of people like to use, and also Earthquake, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. So with base 110 physical attack, you can run like a physical variant of a Lickilicky, and also it does get access to Curse, so if you want to run like a Curse set, then that's also plausible as well, considering that I did increase its defense as well, but we'll get to that in a sec. Now for its special attack, I increased it from base 80 to base 115, and like I said, Lickilicky is a normal type Pokemon, gets access to a lot of variety of moves, so I wanted to increase its special attack as well. Now I know that its special attack is a little bit higher than its physical attack, but nonetheless, like I said, Lickilicky does get access to like Curse, so it can increase its physical attack and also its physical defense. So it's not like it's really missing out on anything important. But the reason why I increased it just 5 points higher than its physical attack is because of, from the best of my knowledge, if I'm not mistaken, Lickilicky doesn't get access to like Calm Mind or Nasty Plot like that. So I wanted to increase its special attack just a smidge more like higher than its physical attack, that way that if you want to run like a special variant of a Lickilicky, then you can, because base 115 is actually pretty high, and if you're going to be running like a physical variant Mega Lickilicky, then you can run with like a Curse set or something like that if you want more higher base attack. So that's why I increased it to base 115. Now for its physical defense, I increased it from base 95 to base 120. Now same thing for its special defense, I increased it from base 95 to base 110, but instead of actually having base 120 in its special defense, I wanted to actually have the base 120 in its physical defense rather than its special defense, considering that only pretty much is pretty much just for its typing. When it comes to normal typing, the only thing it's weak to is pretty much fighting. So I wanted a little bit more bulk to its physical defense, because most of the time when you attack with like a normal type Pokemon, you always tackle like a physical type attack like Brick Break, Dynamic Punch, Cross Chop, Mach Punch. Just a lot of like variety of fighting type, physical type fighting type moves that pretty much everyone's going to be trying to take out Lickilicky with. So I wanted to increase its physical defense a little bit higher. That way it'll be able to take a lot more physical type attacks, and also with the +1 curse, this thing will be able to eat up hits a lot. Now same thing for a special defense. The only special attacking like fighting type move that's most likely going to be getting hit by is Focus Blast, and on the occasion Vacuum Wave, depending if you're going to be running like a special Infernape or a special Lucario, because those two do get access to Vacuum Wave. So it's not like it's like you're going to be seeing like a special like fighting type move all that often. So I didn't want to increase it to like base 120, just because I wanted to increase its special attack a little bit higher than its physical attack as well, and also its special defense not as high as its physical defense. But either way, it's still going to be eating up hits regardless, considering that its HP is at base 110. So you can run like max HP, max physical attack, or max special attack, or in one of its other defenses as well, depending on what you want to run for your team. Considering that with the stats I've given Mega Lickilicky, this thing can be a very, very bulky Pokemon, or a special defensive bulky Pokemon, or just a all-out offensive bulky Pokemon as well. So there's Mega Lickilicky's stats. Now with a regular Lickilicky, its base stats at 515, and with the Mega Evolution it's going to be at 615. Now for its ability, I actually gave it a new ability called Licky Sense. Now when it comes to Lickilicky, I wouldn't say it's like it's only, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of a unique Pokemon, considering that it's a Pokemon that uses its tongue. Now, maybe Licky Sense would have been better for like a snake Pokemon, base Pokemon like Arbok or Survivor. But what Licky Sense pretty much does is that if your opponent holds a berry, Lickilicky gains the effect of that berry. So like for instance, if your opponent has like a Rotom Wash with like a Citrus Berry, like Mega Lickilicky will gain the effect of Citrus Berry, but your opponent still gets to keep it. It's just that Lickilicky gains the effect. Now if you're going to be using Mega Lickilicky in doubles, so like technically like in VGC, if your opponent has like both a Citrus Berry and a Lumberry user out on the field, it'll be random of what it actually chooses. So like for instance, if you're burned and you're like half health, and your opponent has like a Citrus Berry user and also a Lumberry user on the field, it'll be random of what it actually picks. So it's not like you get to choose. So that's what Licky Sense does. Now for its typing, I left it alone as normal, because if I would have given Lickilicky another typing, it really wouldn't like fit the image, and also it really wouldn't help it out all that much, considering that when it, like I said when I was discussing its stats, that Lickilicky is a normal base Pokemon, and also it actually gets access to like a lot of good variety of typing moves like Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, whatever the case may be. So if I would have added on another typing, it probably would have been fighting. I think it would probably would have been fighting, if I'm not mistaken. It gets a lot more fighting type moves than like other moves. But I'm not looking at like Cerebi or anything, so I can't really tell you off the top of my head what it actually gets, like what typing moves it gets more of than in other moves other than normal type moves. But like I said, I just left it as normal just because it's normal is a very good typing for Lickilicky. It only has one weakness, so like if I added another typing, it will be another weakness that Lickilicky will have. So like I said, I just left it alone. So with that, there is Mega Lickilicky. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also don't forget to comment and subscribe. Now I've said this in a couple of my videos, but I do always neglect to mention that if you guys missed the previous Y Mega Evolve video, which was Mega Staraptor, it'll be in the description box down below, so you guys can check it out after this video, or if you haven't checked it out yet, then you can check it out anytime. It'll be on my channel. But just to let you guys know that the previous Y Mega Evolve video, or pretty much any previous video I've done on a series, will be in the description box down below, so you guys can go and check it out, so you don't have to go searching through my channel. But regardless, the next Pokemon we're going to be talking about next week is Mega Reuniclus. So we are going to be going back to 5th gen, because I think 5th gen is a more deserving like gen to have a couple more Megas, just not with just Mega Audino. So like I said, Next week we are going to be talking about Mega Reunion. So like I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. So this is White Boy for the win, and I'll catch you guys later.